So it was right around February time frame of '06 that I had called to see how she was doing. And she had told me that she had the results from somehow she had results of a test, or that the doctor had diagnosed her with Lou Gehrig's disease, ALS. And I knew at that point my time with her was uh, limited at best. But I was thinking I'd have a few more years. And it was late May of '06. I was calling her every week. And I could hear in her voice it's getting harder to move. And it started sounding like, her muscles were already being overtaken by the disease. And then she told me that she was in a wheelchair. Still from, the MDA telethon, you hear about these kids and even adults living for years after being put in a wheelchair. And then I heard her voice start to go. To the point where she was just always sounding like she was drunk. Now, mind you, Mom was not a big drinker. She'd indulge in the occasional libation, but one of the furthest things I could ever think of from being an alcoholic. And then I believe it was a Friday night, I'd called her. And she was in home hospice care with my sister and her second husband, who worked in the same emergency room that Mom had worked in Hawaii. My sister said on that Friday night, I can't talk to Mom, she's in a coma. Essentially, I don't remember the exact words. She's in a coma and they're not expecting her to live beyond 24 to 48 hours. By the time we were able to get in touch with anybody with AER or Army Emergency Relief, I couldn't get out Saturday. The first flight that I could get out was Sunday. Flew into Honolulu from Seattle. We made up a plan that 24 hours a day, Mom was going to have somebody beside her so that she wouldn't die alone. I forget who had what shift. I just knew I had the overnight shift, which was fine. I stayed up with her all night, Sunday night. I stayed up with her all night Monday night. And while I was sleeping Tuesday, it was just past 12 noon. I flipped. I was like, Mom. By the time any of us got back to her room, she was gone. We went to a karaoke place. It was real big out in Hawaii. I went through their list and I saw that Richie Valens song, Donna. And as you saw at the top of the video, that was Mom's name. I rewrote it as it was playing. And if you don't mind, I'm going to sing a little bit of it right now. Just what I can remember 7 years later. I had a mom, Donna was her name. She died today, I'll never be the same, 'cause I loved my mom. Please won't you watch over me, please watch over me. Oh, Donna, oh, Donna, oh, Donna. I think I'll listen to that song tonight. Mom always knew about smoking. She didn't approve of it, but she also knew that I'm an adult. And this stick, the Zona, celebrates both. Celebrates Mom's birthday, as well as her life. There are so many things that I would not be able to get into, even if I had unlimited time here on YouTube. I'd have to go through at least 3, 4, maybe even 5 cigars. Just know that my mother was a beautiful woman inside and out. About the night Mom passed, I didn't want to ruin this bunch of boo-hooing. I think I've done fairly well with keeping it in. But we went to this bar, and they were familiar with me. It was a hotel bar that had live entertainment. And there was an outside patio where I could be when I was under 21. And they had known me, gosh, I was about 15, 16 years old. Went to the bar, I ordered the normal that I'd get after I turned 21, which was a 1 liter mug of beer. And I ordered what Mom would drink there, which was a VO and Diet. That's what I told him. I'll have my 1 liter and a VO and Diet for Mom. Their faces lit up like kids on Christmas. We haven't seen your mom in forever. Your mom's coming. Oh, we haven't seen her forever. Oh. I told him what happened earlier that day. And one of them broke into tears. In Hawaii, you call folks auntie and uncle as a sign of respect. Out here on the mainland, it's Mr. and Mrs. But my mom wasn't auntie to anybody. All my friends, she was Mom. If you take anything away from the stories of Mom, remember that one. She always was Mom to everybody. I'm going to refer back to my notes because I didn't, until about 5 minutes before I did this review, I didn't even know what stick I was going to do for Mom's birthday. So it's of course, like I said a few times, the Zona Super Toro 6.5 by 52 medium to full strength stick, Nicaraguan filler and binder in a Connecticut wrapper. Retailing from $3.12 to $3.75 a stick, depending on where you get it. The construction was great. The flavors, it's real great. From roasted nuts to the oak, creamy, just leathery, real good. Nice sweet finish, lasting well into the next draw. Smoke output was great. As you could see throughout the stick, it would increase. No real pepper, no spices, nothing really burning you. The construction was great. The performance was great. Will I have another Zona? I will. May do another review just on that, so I'm not sure. Things that are coming up here with CigarSmokingVets. After I've done this, I've got 15 sticks I have to review, already chilling out in the humidor. Got a lot coming up. basically, I'm going to be putting in more current events. Not so much of the joking, because, you know, anybody will tell you, you can't just joke your whole life. 36 years old. I've tried. Every once in a while, we're going to do more than one person. If that means I got to invest in another camera, do more time editing, oh well. Happy birthday, Mom. And to those of my subscribers that have stuck around, thank you. And we'll be back soon. Till we see you again. Happy smoking.